Hello, 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 Danny.
Oh,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
That is good to hear. I apologize. It took me a moment to re-get online because I was right in the middle of a league match, and my headphones decided to disconnect, so I had to completely reset all my
Ooh,
shit on my computer and through OBS.
fun.
Fucking tell me about it. Um, but yeah, how are it's close enough. 30 seconds into the video. YouTube's not gonna strike me. I'm too small of a channel, anyways. How was your stream today? I'm sorry that I was only able to stop by a little bit.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. Today was fun.
Yeah, I saw you had hella fucking people on stream today.
Oh yeah, that was that was all impromptu.
Good lord. So what, just random people hopping on call?
It's a long story.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that. Well, if you are feeling good. Oh, hold on. I should probably. Hello. I apologize. I'm a little crispity. You know how it goes. If you've watched this video, chances are you're watching all the previous videos. You understand why my shit is crispity. All right, cool. Excuse me. The twab, the twabby wobby. All right, so uh, not that big of a twab, if I'm being
This
completely honest. It's just a couple of things important to go over. We are skipping all of what happened last week, which primarily is just the
this
midseason patch.
this one might be the shortest one they've done in a while.
Yeah, it's a lot of filler. But the main key things are Guardian Games and Guardian Games Cup is returning May 2nd, aka if you're watching this either the day that this is uploaded or before that, it is coming up May 2nd. The Trials of Osiris community map vote is going to be up. The preview of upcoming Strand updates. Hopefully, we get a little bit more on the new aspects specifically designed for each class. Cosplay reference information, an exotic ornament winner announcement, and the movie of the week and art of the week as per usual. So, Guardian Games returns. Along with that, we are going to be seeing the Tidal Void SMG coming back, and they're introducing Taraxipos, the very first strand. Uh, well, they cut it off here, but Danny, if you wouldn't mind going into what the Taraxipos is.
It looks like it's got some aspects that looks like design wise. A little bit of Jade Rabbit, a little bit of Hungary, and I kind of dig it. But yeah,
Yep.
Strand Scout Rifle.
It's going to be interesting.
Basically it.
So that means that it's going to be in the primary slot, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Along with that, Guardian Games Cup is returning, and every team is now competing to see who is going to be the first to win a second title. I'm putting money on that it's probably either going to be Hunters or Titans.
I'm thinking it's either going to be Titans or Warlocks just because of Lance Reddick.
I don't think it's going to be Warlocks, and here's why. Nobody wants to play Warlock because Warlock, in my opinion, is not in a great spot.
Warlock might actually have the most busted bug right now.
Well, okay, that's because it's a bug, but I'll ask about that later. But yeah, so register your team and compete to dunk the most medallions, raise money for some great causes, and win truly special prizes. Prizes for the top teams across two categories include custom team artwork and Guardian Games pendants, the Apricot Dawn emblem, and more. It all begins on Tuesday, May 2nd. Make sure you say hi to Grandma Levante, raise some money with the Bungie Foundation, and have fun out there. This is also going to be the first Guardian games that we will not have two of the Guardians with us. We will not be having Lance Riddick, and we will not be having what's his name, the voice of Saint 14.
Oh yeah, the French.
The
Was it the
French.
French VA?
Yes, it's the
Yeah.
French VA. Well, I believe it's actually. Is it the French VA? I thought it was actually Saint 14's actual
Now
like English voice actor.
it's one of the other language VAs.
Saint 14 voice actor. Oh, I should type in French. French.
So I
Sylvain
can.
Lamar. I'm gonna probably butcher this name, so if any of you are French, I sincerely apologize. Sylvain Lamarie. He was a French voice actor and voice acted for Saint 14. Uh, he just passed away recently. So, this is going to be the first Guardian games without those two. It's going to be very, very interesting. Um, Now, here is the issues that I'm going to. So, a couple of things. First and foremost, they are bringing back an old classic, Supremacy PvP mode, which was first introduced in 2016. Now, I do
Yep.
not remember Supremacy because this was probably right because this was right in the middle of while I was going to college. So, Danny, would you please remind me exactly what Supremacy was?
Supremacy is kill confirmed. That's basically it.
Oh.
I actually miss Supremacy. It was pretty fun.
So that is going to be fun. That is going to be really, really fun, and I'm really interested in that. It's going to be interesting to see. Unfortunately, PvP is still in a really rough spot. So, I don't know how I feel about it. Um, but yeah, but a couple of things. I mean, just the Tidal Void SMG is pretty solid. I really hope that at this point, this time around, we actually just get to go craft it instead of having to roll for it. If I'm gonna be honest, because there's like maybe 2 perks on that thing that are actually solid, and the rest of them are, if I'm gonna be honest, Danny, kind of dog shit. Like, there's like 2 specific roles, very, very specific roles that make that gun worth it. Otherwise, the title is, I don't think it's that good. It was not good last year, and it's not good, and I really hope that it's good this year. What are your thoughts on it?
Like, I hope they gave it a little bit of refresher with some perks, but overall, it's a decent feeling SMG. It's not bad, but it's coming into a lineup of weapons where it has to be a really damn good SMG to stick out.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, with all of the now to be fair, and again, SMGs are also not kings anymore because auto rifles, scout rifles, pulse rifles, and hand cannons and sidearms all just got major buffs.
Oh yeah, they are now at
So
the same level almost.
yeah, so a mediocre SMG is gonna be the same as a mediocre auto rifle now. So it's just
Yep.
like, and here's the thing, the like the title void is it's a void SMG. I'd rather just run a gnawing hunger over that. They
And I
both
would
got
rather just run a
overload this
funnel web.
season. Yeah, funnel web is another great addition. Like, there are so many better weapons to run than the title, and I'm just like, I'd really like to see it not be trash. I'd like to see it get some perks to at least make it competitive. It doesn't need to be broken. It needs to be competitive. Because otherwise, it's. I'm going to collect them again. I'm going to try and find a slightly better roll this year. I'm going to throw it in my vault, and it's never going to see the light of day after that. That's exactly what's going to happen. So, yeah. Moving on, the Trials community vote. They are voting on the maps for Trials. Those will be Rusted Lands, which is trash, Convergence, which is trash, and Disjunction, which is also trash.
That's an
This-
awful selection of maps for
This might be, Danny, and hear me out, the worst Trials map selection I have seen in a very long time. Most of the time, there's at least one clear-cut winner, but these are all dog shit. Number one, they're all relatively large maps. Like, they're not small. They are not
out of
small.
all three of these, though, out of all three of these, I'd rather play Rusted Lands.
See, I'm kind of opposite. I actually like Convergence a little bit more because, in my opinion, Rusted Lands is too fucking big. It's too damn big for a 3v3.
It's still nowhere near as big as Disjunction.
Oh, well, yeah, no, Disjunction.
Way too big.
Yeah, Disjunction should not, like, now, hear me out. If they cut Disjunction in half specifically for Trials.
Cut it into a third.
Yeah, and just center it specifically in, like, the middle portion. because like both teams
Yeah.
spawn on opposite ends, right? The opening sections here, as you can see,
Yep.
right?
It's
Just
way too
just
big.
yeah, no, it's too massive, and in my opinion, Rusted Lands is way too much of a pain in the ass to try and navigate. There are so many ways to get around shit. So, in my opinion, I prefer Convergence. It normally just ends up becoming a sniper nest in Trials.
Right now, snipers are hot.
Yes. So I have a feeling that most people will end up probably either picking Convergence or Rusted Lands. If you pick Disjunction, you
Get
are
some
a
help.
legitimate psychopath.
Get some help,
Yeah, no,
please.
you are a fucking tryhard if you pick Disjunction. Actually, you know what? This is a great example, Danny, of tell me you only use roaming supers without telling me you only use roaming supers.
Kinda, yeah.
Like, that is the only reason why you would want Disjunction. These are all ass. Now, to the actual meat and potatoes of a lot of this stuff. So, upcoming Strand updates. The Sandbox team here to make a patch notes clarification and provide a quick preview of an ability balance article we'll be posting next week. We wanted to provide more clarity on the change to the Ashes to Assets and hands-on armor mods in the patch notes we released after update 7.0.5.0 went live earlier this week. Now, our patch note made it sound like when both the Ashes to Assets and hands-on are equipped, only one of the mods will work. In reality, these mods can still be used at the same time, and the change here is that defeating an enemy specifically with the grapple melee will no longer double dip and count as both a grenade and melee kill. This change was made to make the grapple melee consistent with how other abilities in the game interact with these mods. On the subject of Strand abilities, we're generally happy with how Strand is performing, and we're continuing to monitor data and player sentiment as we move forward. We'll be balancing Strand over time, but in the short term, we're making some Strand changes in Season 21 as part of a larger ability balance pass. Today, we'd like to give you a preview, such as the grapple is going to have two major changes. Number one, the base grapple cooldown, and this is for all classes, will be reduced from 105 seconds to 82 seconds. I think that's a phenomenal change. I think that's great. Along with that, the reduced minimum time between grapple activations is going from 2.5 seconds to 0.2 seconds. If you wanted to Spider-Man across Neomuna, this is the time to be alive, baby, because that
That's a
right
good
there
change.
makes it feel like Spider-Man.
That's a great change.
That is 100%, that is a phenomenal change. Because the fact that they took out basically the majority of the lockout means you can actually run around and straight up Spider-Man everywhere. Because originally, you may lose a little, like, in between the 2.5 seconds, you may lose momentum, and you would
Yep.
fall, and eventually you would just have to give up, and there was nothing you could really do. This is a great example of what to do. And I think that's great. Now, Strand Hunter is getting some changes. On Threaded Spike, they increased the damage versus PvE combatants by 55%.
That's a good change.
That's a massive change.
Because, that melee feels like throwing a wet noodle at things. It really does.
Well, yeah, because it's slightly different than the Warlock melee, isn't it? Because the Warlock melee throws out the needles, and then if you shoot them, it keeps continuing damage them, right?
Also, unravels targets. That's what the Warlock one does, which gives you unraveling rounds. It's pretty good.
It's Pog. Along with that, they increased the projectile travel range before beginning to return to the player by 30%. That's pretty solid, so an additional 30% range, that's pretty good. Along with that, it has slightly reduced speed of the dart as it returns to the player to make catching it easier. They've also increased energy gain for catching the dart based on the number of enemies you hit. And then, now, it pierces Cabal Phalanx shields. That is fucking disgusting.
I love it, because,
That
as
is...
we can all agree, fuck phalanxes.
Fuck Phalanxes. Fuck Cabal in general, but specifically, fuck Phalanxes. That
Taken
is...
and Cabal. Just both.
Both. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. But yeah, no, I think that's a great change. I just have a feeling that this change alone is going to change up the Hunter build so hard that, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't play Hunter, so I'm kind of sitting on the outside here. You know what,
I just
Danny?
run
Since you
Woven
play
now.
Hunter, since Hunter is your main, I'm gonna let you handle this one. How do you feel about these changes?
I think I think they're nice changes. Like overall, the melee I think needed a little love because it feels kind of useless compared to everything else. Besides, I just run a woven mail build, which just feels better.
It's fair. Along with that, the artist reference collection. After we released the previous artist reference collection, we saw a lot of amazing fan art and cosplays. We hope the flow won't stop. Therefore, today we are publishing a new batch of reference kits for various Destiny characters. This time, we're including masculine and feminine versions of Thunderhead armor sets for Hunter, Warlock, and Titan, as well as Osiris, Saint 14, Nimbus, Rohan, Callus, Nezarec, and a lovely Puka, Neomuna's favorite pet. We know that you want more, and we'll keep adding characters in the future, so keep the page bookmarked. Your creations motivate us greatly, and we can't wait to see what you'll come up with. And I love this, of all the different kind of character stuff, and just showing like the breakdown of what the characters look like. I love this because they specifically did this. They didn't have to do this. They did this for the people who do artwork, like the
And
fans.
this looks good.
Like it's a nice little thing that they did for the players. They did this for us. They did this for the cosplay and the artwork community. And
Yeah, you get those crisp HD images.
these are like, if you want to dive deep, there's a lot of details that go into this shit. Like, I mean, first of all, Nezarec's eyes alone, because this is the sample page. Nezarec's eyes alone
Yep.
is so much detail. But I love it. Along with that, the exotic ornament winner is Wither Horde. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, community, you fucked up.
They
This was
went with what they were using. They really did.
yeah, like, again, and it's the second time in a row. It is the second time in a row that they've done this, because they did it to Arbalist. It was Rat King, Sweet Business, Arbalist. Like,
Which Arbalist is gonna win.
yeah, because that
Pretty
was in the
handily.
prime time of, before Arbalist got nerfed. And that was
Yeah.
an indirect nerf from all linear fusions getting nerfed. Like, here's my thing. I don't think Witherhorde deserved this. I think Thunderlords just started coming back into the meta. It just came back into the meta. Why would you give up on it now? Like, yes, it had 36% of the vote, but for fuck's sakes, you PvP fucking sweaty bitches, man. Witherhorde? Bro, that thing has like 6 skins! It has like 5 or 6 skins that you can still buy! The fuck?
Witherhorde has a lot.
Bro. That's so dumb. And Izanagi's out here, by the way, with a measly 19%. Not even a fifth of the community gave a fuck about Izanagi's.
At the very least, Izanagi already has some pretty insanely good skins.
Yes, it does. I'm just sad. I really, really, really hope that Thunderlord wins. Like, and here's my thing. Note, and I want everybody to note, they did not bring back any of the guns that they gave us, allowed us to vote on last year, which means most likely next year we will not be able to get to vote on Thunderlords.
Yeah,
And it's most likely going to be a new set of 3. And I swear to fucking God, it better be the most obscure fucking, like, 3 set I have seen on planet Earth. Like,
I want one of the 3 to be Salvation's Grip for no other purpose than having something that would never be on there again.
Yes, 100%. Like, the 3 that I can think of personally is Salvation's Grip, Ariana's Vow, because Ariana's Vow has like 2 skins.
Darcy.
And Darcy.
Give Darcy something.
Bro,
It did get a sort of buff when the rapid sniper change. It can hold over... I think... It can hold over 30 rounds now?
It's But it's still not good.
It's still not good, but the extra ammo is nice.
Yeah. Also, doesn't Darcy only have like a singular skin?
It only has like I think it only has maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Two at
Because
most.
I know for a fact I own one of them. But
Does not
damn,
have many.
bro, that gun. Bungie, if you're
Poor
listening, please,
Darcy.
please, please, please buff Darcy. Like, do something, man. Give it, fuck it. Give it a catalyst. Change its catalyst to where if you hit a crit, bro, give it fourth times the charm,
Yeah.
or
That
like
would be
triple
the
tap.
only way it would really buff it.
Like, for fuck's sakes, it's literally a sniper designed to teach people how to fucking hit crits. Allow it to
Like,
do damage on crits, for fuck's sake.
either give it fourth times the charm or increase its crit multiplier with the perk active.
Or, hear me out, and you said this beforehand, move it to the energy slot and give it special ammo.
Yeah, it's like
It feels so bad when it has to compete against Cloud Strike and Whisper of the Worm.
Cloud Strike literally outdoes it because it's also a rapid fire sniper, so it also got the ammo changes.
Yeah, like this is this is bullshit. This is bullshit. But yeah, no, I'm sorry, community, you failed us. This should have been a Wither Horde dub. Like, Wither Horde only has one skin that is available to purchase right now, and it's gotten maybe a total of what, 2 skins total?
Poor Thunderlord just sitting there with it. It's like 2 of its skins you can't get anymore.
Yeah,
They were like limited promotional things.
yeah. Like, please. Yeah, no, I want to see Salvation's Grip, Ariana's Vow, and Darcy next season. That's what I want voted on.
Now just
And you
give us something that hasn't been used.
Yeah, like, bro, I mean, here's the thing, right? But people are going to be like, oh, but Ariana's Vow has shield piercing. Yeah, when was the last time you actually used it for shield piercing? Because I know damn well
buffed.
I'm the only one who does that.
It just got buffed.
Yes, it got an indirect buff because of the hand cannons. Like, all hand
so
cannons
many
got
options.
a buff. All hand cannons got a buff.
Crimson's being used again.
Crimson's a fun gun. Also, I'm really tempted to take out Thorns and my Necrotic Grips one more time again.
It's good.
Because, man, that feels good. Also, can we also, low-key, hear me out, Danny? Can we please do something about Malfeasance and how utterly fucking useless it is?
Malfeasance actually jumped by like 30% usage in the past like week because Lucky Pants.
What the fuck did Lucky
Malfeasance
Pants
is
do?
kind of dumb. That damage boost that hand cannons got.
What does Lucky Pants do?
When you pull out a hand cannon, you get a buff called illegally modded holster. It ramps up the damage of each consecutive hit with a hand cannon up to like 35% or something like that.
Bro, why don't Warlocks get cool shit like that? Fuck! Come
Lucky
on!
Pants are dumb with hand cannons.
What the fuck, man?
And also, Lumina is creeping out of vaults because of its damage buff.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But yeah, no, again, Wither Horde did not deserve this. Too many fucking... And you know what the worst part is? The moment that they make the exotic ornament and they make it available, Danny, you know damn well that's all you're going to see in PvP.
Probably, yeah.
And I'm going to skip PvP that entire fucking week. No, I'm not going to put up with it. Now, along with that, adopt a pet. Have you ever thought to yourself, oh, self, I want to have all the best friends in Destiny, but your collection is missing a sweet little wiggle worm, a goodest of good boys, the bestest of toe beans, and the one who crossed the road? Well, you're in luck. They have given us the worm emote, which I will not be playing here, along with the dog emote, the cat emote, the chicken emote, and they will all be on sale, and it is part of, it looks like, the Best Friends bundle.
That's pretty solid.
And if you already own at least one of them, you don't have to buy. You don't have to. It will not charge you for it.
Yep, they do discount you depending on which ones you already own.
Which
Pretty solid.
I think that's pretty good. I think that is pretty solid. Now, we've got a decent chunk of known issues, and I'm gonna assume, Danny, that you've probably looked at this. So would you please tell me, which ones of these are new that we need to actually take a look at?
So let me see. The one that's been popping up a lot the past week after the update is some Guardian Games triumphs are activating earlier, so you can't actually claim them, which makes the titles tab flash constantly. Kind of annoying. Let's see. The Excalibur Catalyst Triumph not completing. That's not cool. Let's see.
Ensnaring Slam does not trigger some of class ability mods. That's kind of bad.
That's a rough one. The Masterworking one. That one's kind of rough.
Yeah, that's weird.
It doesn't actually like break that. It just shows you plus 20 instead of plus 10. Just know that it's plus 10, not plus 20. Using 3 copies of the same resist armor mod provides no difference than using 2. That's kind of meh.
Yeah, I was about to say, because, there's a whole point why people stack mods now.
Yeah, but the other ones are still the same. The other thing that has been discovered is if you have Osteostriga and you are playing a Strand Warlock, you basically have the best free damage in the game right now. You proc Osteo's Poison, switch to a weapon that has Vorpal Weapon, hit a target with your melee, causing Unraveling, and that's it. It will just go on indefinitely.
Yeah, you want to know the bug that I've been really seeing, though, Danny?
Is it the Fourth Horseman one?
It is the fucking Fourth Horseman.
I hope that doesn't go away, because...
what is causing that
funny.
bug? Can we talk about that for a moment? Because this is the section that we get to talk about that. So for those of you that don't know exactly... Yeah, for those of you that don't understand exactly what we're talking about, think of this as a times capsule if you're watching this in the future. The week that we upload this video, there is a bug where Fourth Horseman is like two-shotting bosses. Like, it's doing absurd, dummy amounts of damage.
What the glitch is if you have Fourth Horseman equipped, go into your inventory, swap to a slug shotgun, and then swap back to Fourth Horseman. I think you might have to leave the menu and go back into it before you swap. But doing that freaks out the game to a point to where it thinks Fourth Horseman is a slug shotgun. With its rate of fire, that's kind of ridiculous damage. And you repeat that every time you reload the gun to continuously have that bug.
Yeah, people are two-shotting Nezarec with it.
It's basically you're dumping your entire ammo reserves, but the amount of DPS causes the health bars to freak out, which is what Fourth Horseman used to do.
And then they nerfed it into the dirt.
Then they nerfed shotguns, and then they rebuffed shotguns, so Fourth Horseman's not terrible even without the bug. It's just, it doesn't crit constantly. With the bug, though, it crits
a lot.
Pretty consistently, and it's really dumb. It's 4 barrels every shot. Like,
yeah,
it's a lot of shotgun.
Yeah. No, that'll do it.
And it just chunks bosses.
Yeah, I've been seeing all the Twitter clips, and I'm gonna be honest, Danny, I'm fucking here for it. When was the last time you saw Four Horsemen get posted on Twitter? Or, like, anything about Fourth Horseman? Because like, I can tell you, I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah. I haven't seen Fourth Horseman be used this much in such a long time, and you know what? It's fine. Let Fourth Horseman have its time in the sun. As a matter of fact, Just make it a slug shotgun. Go for it, Bungie. You won't.
No balls.
Because it would only be used in PvE. There's no way in hell you could use that in PvP.
Oh yeah, no, they'd have to nerf it so hard.
I mean, you only get 2 shots. You would be out of ammo in one trigger pull.
To be fair though, Danny, the 2 shots you hit, that person is getting deleted.
It's true. But then again, those weapons already exist in PvP.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to literally be face to face to someone with 4th Horseman to do damage.
Yeah. So, that's pretty solid. Now, movie of the week. This was done by Dave the D 007, and it is Destiny Workout. And it's them just going on a run. Along with that, we have Blex with Crossfire. And then Worlds, and then Zemo, the world's first solo flawless Root of Nightmares.
It has been done.
This run is this is the one that I've watched. It's
insane.
Incredible. This is such an incredible fucking run. If you have the chance, please go watch it. This again, it is done by Zemo. Go watch it. This is an absolutely phenomenal run. Like, it is picture perfect over and over. You want peak PvE performance? This is it. This is it.
This is the first time.
Yeah. Danny, do you know the only thing that I'm sad about?
Yeah?
Is that Esoteric didn't do it first.
It was just like, the thing with the route is, there are so many sections on here that it is really easy to get tripped up.
It's just simple, dumb mechanics that you don't think about.
The planets encounter is a killer for flawless. There's so much that can go wrong in that room.
Yeah, and I mean, again, absolutely phenomenal run. Once again, congrats to Zemo for first solo flawless, or world's first solo flawless Root of Nightmares. That is a phenomenal achievement.
I want to say this might be the first, like, solo flawless of a raid since, like, Rhoda.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, well, to be fair, Root of Nightmares is probably one of the easiest raids that we've seen in a very long time.
The only raid that was easier than this was Scourge.
But Scourge is a joke, though, from what I've heard.
Scourge was fun. It was super easy, but it was actually fun. The easiest one that was an absolute joke was, Eater Worlds. That was a strike. It's a strike, not a raid.
True. But yeah, so again, congrats to Zemo. Phenomenal run. If you have not watched the homie go do this, please do. This is peak PvE performance. Now, along with that, we're going to get into the artwork of the week. We've got Will Clement's art commissioned for Scariest Vulgari of his Titan and Ghost rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting their way through Spiral the Watcher. And it's just the Titan just fanning the hammer. And that's a cute little chibi art. Though I'm not going to lie, I'm mad that the Titan looks a little bit like a Mogoose, Danny. Like, god damn it. Along with that, we've got Vidroid with Nokris of the Lucent Brood. And that, I love the simplicity and the colors of Nokris and what they've done here.
That's pretty solid.
Again, this is Vedroid, or Vedroid. I don't really know how to pronounce the name, so I apologize. But this is some phenomenal art. Absolutely great. And then we have DG Neon Cat doing The Witness and his disciples doing the Macarena.
That's
And
pretty good.
and then they're all little cute chibi, the cute little chibi shit until you realize that all of the disciples have gotten their asses handed to them.
Basically, all of them except the witness.
I cannot wait till we clap the witness. Oh my
Also, I
god.
see that fucking Morse code.
The what?
I see that Morse code
Where?
right below the picture.
What
See
is
that?
what does that mean?
Let's see.
You better go look up Morse code, Danny.
Is that what that really? Is that what that really translates to?
What does it translate to, Danny?
93G.
What?
That's literally all that translated to.
93G?
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
Let's see.
And this twab was done by Sam, so. So, overall, very, very, very short twab. Not many, things to really kind of go over, other than the community fucking up and picking Witherhoard, and that Trials map suck ass. Phenomenally suck ass.
Basically, it's just like. And it really needed to go to one of the other two.
Yeah, and it's. I'm gonna be honest. Picking tonight's title is going to be very awful. I'm gonna spend a bit of time on it. So, I mean, other than the usual suspects on what we went through, is there anything else in this twab that piqued your interest, Danny?
Uh, I'm just interested in all of the changes coming for abilities.
I
Because I
am
know
too.
they've been monitoring some things, and I'm hoping with how pleased they seem to be with Strand that Stasis is going to get some love.
God, please fix Stasis.
Because Stasis and Arc, I think, are the outliers right now. The others seem to be pretty solid.
I would argue Solar Warlock.
Solar
At,
Warlock
at least,
needs
at least
something.
Dawnblade. Well,
Dawnblade needs a big buff.
Dawnblade needs something. What it is, I don't know.
Dawnblade-
But Dawnblade just sucks balls.
Because let's see, what did they do? They upped it by what, 25%? I think it should have been 55.
And to be honest, it still was nowhere near enough. Dawnblade still sucks.
Oh, I think it needed a full-on, 55% damage increase.
I would love to see something new instead of Dawnblade. Everybody else gets crazy cool supers, and I'm just
Bungie.
like,
Bring back self-res.
facts!
Fucking bring back self-res.
That genuinely would make a... Honestly, hear me out, Danny. Team-wide res.
Yeah. I don't know about team-wide. Self-res?
No,
Absolutely,
no.
because team-wide would be broken as fucking PvP.
Nah, hear
That
me
would
out,
be
Danny.
broken
Hear me
as
out. Hear me out. Swap out the shittier of the Dawnblades. Pick one. I don't really care. Either one is fine. And swap it out for a team-wide res. But you have to be alive to cast your super to do it.
I think doing that, I think that would probably just be locked to PvE. I feel like they would have to.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100% lock the PvE. Well, I think also it should be, maybe within a certain range.
Yeah.
I think within a certain range, I think is fine. But I mean, it's just there's no point in running two Dawnblades. They both suck. At least with Nova Bomb, right? The two different Nova Bombs actually make sense. One tracks and follows and spreads into multiple bombs. One of them sticks on the target and sucks the life out of them.
Yeah,
Like, they both have their uses. And we can all agree, Blink fucking sucks.
Blink. If you can use Blink, you are on another level. I know two people that can reliably use Blink,
I
and
can't, and I'm a fucking Warlock main. I should
like
probably learn how to fucking use that goddamn super.
anyone that can reliably use Blink is on another plane of existence. They have ascended.
I will have to ask your friends, the people that you know that can use Blink. I will have them teach me how to use Blink.
It is terrifying because the quest that you do when you first start playing the game to get Risk Runner,
Right.
that parkour section.
Uh
They
huh.
both did that with Blink.
Oh, just ran through the entire thing.
That whole thing with Blink.
Not surprised.
That is.
But with that being said, Danny, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube and Twitch under the same name.
You can also find me on Twitch and YouTube at DominiFox or on Twitter at DominiFox1. Because while I'm doing laundry, I'm going to be watching Ancient Magus Bride, so you'll get to see my weekly post about Ancient Magus Bride. God, that show is good. With that being said, yeah, not a lot of changes, not a lot, nothing crazy, just a little bit of picks here, picks there, whatever. But yeah, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us. We both hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, don't be a sweat lord. See you guys next time.